I have a kind of, I think, fun ending to today's pod. I just asked everybody to bring to the podcast today just a piece of tech, a piece of software, something in the tech world that they're currently enjoying, or I even threw out if you're really not enjoying it, maybe something that doesn't meet expectations. But, you know, I thought we'd just do a little update on maybe some things we're using these days that we don't talk about.
Shout out Roundabout.
What?
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 Roundabout?
We're just going to go around and give shout outs.
Okay.
I just named it.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I have never heard of that product or service.
Do you want to go first?
I thought you were talking about like that spray that kills bugs, like Roundup.
Off?
No,
No,
I know
Roundup.
No, it is Roundup. Yeah.
I think Off is another one.
Is that what you want to talk about today?
Yes.
Do you want to go first?
I
though?
did steal some Roundup from my cafe and used it in my apartment. Well, I didn't steal it. Somebody else stole it and I put it in my
We're too far off the rails to start over, so we just have to keep going.
Sorry.
Just plow right through this.
I did it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the piece of tech that I have been enjoying, because I have not bought anything in like 17 years, it's a piece of software. It's called Arc Browser. You may have heard of it recently in the tech community.
Heard about this.
Yeah. So yeah, it's called Arc Browser. It is a browser that basically is made for people who are really bad at tab management, like me.
You're really good at it.
Well, I'm actually
Too
quite good at it.
Yeah.
Yes. But it has it has honestly a ton of different features that I don't even fully utilize. But the main feature is that you have a bunch of pinned tabs that are here that never really go away.
Okay.
And what's cool about them too is that you can peek into them and like access things directly depending on the app that it is or the website that it is.
So live preview?
Yeah,
Wait, that was
a live preview.
Like his top emails or
Yeah, my top emails. You can also like in my email, and I don't know, we can maybe figure something out later about changing this. But maybe I don't have it updated. Sorry. But if you jump to a different email account, it doesn't open a new tab. It just creates like a little sub thing here, and you can just pick which one you want to be on it at a time. But the main feature that's useful for me is it creates all of these tabs here, and within a certain amount of time, it erases them. So I have it set for 12 hours. So you can pin tabs. You can create a tab group that is, say, like a folder. So if I'm working on a specific research project, it's a group of tabs that are within this folder, and you can have subfolders and all this stuff that make sure they never go away. And they'll sync across all of your computers that you're using Arc on, which is really nice. So everything is synced. But then all the stuff that you're just like looking at for that day that you don't need to keep will disappear within like 12 hours. There's also all these other features where like all of your downloads are right here.
Looks really nice.
Which is really handy because you can just like drop them into areas if you need to like drag and drop. You've got like your picture library, your screenshots, your downloads are right here, recents. This is folders on your desktop, so you don't even have to really access your desktop. You can just like do your desktop management within the browser. And then there's like an easel feature where you can like create easels and notes, which I don't even really understand this feature that much. But yeah, the new peek feature that they just added is really cool because it makes it so like when you click on something, it creates like a sub tab that floats on top of it.
Yeah.
So if you're on a Twitter link, for example, this isn't updated, but if you're on a Twitter link and you click a link on Twitter, it'll create like a mini arc in front of it that has the link open. And there's a button for like, do you want to expand it to the whole page or do you just want to like get rid of it? So it never even creates a real tab.
Yeah.
It's really useful. There's just like a lot of different cool features, and I haven't not even really scraped the surface of this yet.
All it's missing is a chatbot. It's pretty sick.
But they make major version updates to this like every 3 days. Like they put like huge amounts of work into this, and they're like really pressing it. And I've switched over to it on pretty much all of my computers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what platforms is it on?
Right now it's only Mac OS, but they're building a Windows version right now. Cool. And they're also building a mobile version.
The mobile version too, you can follow them on TikTok, and the developers and stuff will like give you updates in real time.
Like every couple of days. Yeah.
Really clever.
Nice.
Yeah, they're very like transparent about everything that they do. And I just feel like it's a kind of new take on the browser that I really appreciate.
They should hire you because I only see like 7 tabs open, and the fact that I can see you with only 7 tabs means that this thing is working.
We
phenomenally.
started doing the podcast an hour after we got in, which means I have opened at least 7 tabs since we got in, and they will be erased by the time I leave today.
I think that's a huge win and perfect
Yeah.
proof of concept.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is this one of those things that's eventually going to get eaten by a major existing browser, or can they survive and make something?
I was wondering that
know.
too. I don't think so.
I don't think
because
so.
There's enough uniqueness here that I think it could be its own thing.
Yeah.
I think I was telling David this. I think this is what like Chromebooks could have been
Yeah.
if it was like this powerful.
Yeah. And the company that's making it's called the Browser Company, which
Arc
is also
is a
pretty
great
sick.
name.
Arc is a good name.
great name.
Yeah. By the Browser Company,
That's tight.
which is very cool. So,
Nice pick. Is
yeah.
it free?
It's free.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I think it's niche enough that like I don't know if Chrome would benefit fully taking over it, because
Or
like
I just mean like stealing unprotected features. Just
Yeah.
like
Anyway, yeah. There's like way more in it that I even know how to use, but just the tab management thing is really useful for me. And I have like a bunch of research groups, and you can also create these new folder, new space, like spaces too. So you can have a workspace so that all of your like pinned tabs and also your tab groups and your folders and stuff are just for work. And you can just switch to your like personal space.
Home.
And it has all your home stuff on it.
nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. I
that
like
looks
it a
really
lot.
nice.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in the office are using it right now. Like
Yeah.
3 or 4,
Yeah,
5.
me, Adam, Alex, at least are using it. So
Nice.
yeah,
It's taken over.
it's like a big deal for something to like take over a software application that I've been using for an extended
Yeah, a
period of
browser.
time. Usually, I like want to try everything, and I try everything for like 10 minutes. I'm like, no, I don't like.
I
this.
need this to be multi-platform before I can dedicate my life to it.
Yeah,
Wait, do you use Windows at all?
No, but I need it on my phone so I can like have that sync back and forth. Like
Yeah.
just having the same browser everywhere is
Yeah.
pretty important for a
Yeah.
browser. Bookmarks, autofill.
Oh, I don't do that.
I think they'll have the mobile version out in a couple months. So
Cool.
yeah,
Nice.
cool.
Who wants to go next?
Who's next?
You go next.
Okay. I'm using a new smartwatch.
Been wearing it the whole time.
I have. Actually, also, I thought David was going to do a camera because I just realized he has a camera.
Oh, I
around
just
his
forgot
neck.
to take this off before we. 'Cause I was on a walk this morning, and I literally just forgot to take it off.
How long ago was that walk?
It was a 2-hour walk.
You've had a camera on the entire time?
Yeah,
I kind of dig it.
thanks.
Must not be too heavy.
I just looked down at one point. I was like, David has a camera. Is he taking pictures?
I can't
just-
even see the camera.
I just
so.
usually have cameras. I don't know.
I guess I'm more surprised I've never seen you wearing a camera on the podcast.
Really?
On the
Oh,
podcast. On the podcast.
It's because I remember to take it off.
Anyways, I'm wearing a new smartwatch, and I kind of wanted to see what you guys thought of it, first impressions, because this is a Garmin, which I've used before. I've used many different Garmins before, but I think everyone knows that I use a ton of different watches and try them and then like them and then don't like them anymore. So we're trying a new Garmin. This is, I think, their second one with an AMOLED screen, though, so this screen should be way nicer than most of the other Garmin.
Wait, which model is it?
The Garmin Epix Gen 2. It is a very expensive model.
Is he embargoed
but
up for this yet?
yeah, this has been out for a while.
Oh, okay.
I just like recently got it and I'm loving it so far, but it's a thick boy. It's big.
I'm holding it up. I'm putting it next to my Apple Watch just to confirm it is indeed a thick boy, but it's a
It's
Garmin.
probably
I'm
not that
shocked.
much bigger than the Apple Watch
Yeah, no,
Ultra.
it's not. This wouldn't be out of that league at all. It is a nice round form factor. I like that. Nice watch band too.
That's a knock. That's typical
$7
knockoff
Amazon.
Amazon
nice.
watch
Yeah.
band.
So it is 0.1 millimeters thicker than the Apple Watch. It's
Thicker or-
14.5 versus 14.4.
But like this screen's looking nicer than previous Garmin screens. So I'm enjoying that so
Yeah,
far.
it does look really good.
I have to say I'm using 0 battery saving options and I'm getting like 5 to 6 days of battery life. And that's with like hiking, GPS, different like compasses and stuff like that. And I've really been enjoying, I think right now my favorite thing is all the customizations you can do in the workouts, because you can change all the screens up to kind of however you want. So if I go to like my hike one right now, the data entry that it shows, and I customized all of this. So I have on the top of it a compass that's always showing which direction I'm going. I have my distance, my elevation, timer, time of day, and then a heart rate sensor at the bottom. And then I can also switch through with elevation levels. Like all of this is customizable. I think it all looks really nice. I'm super excited. And I just booked a trip to the Tetons in Yellowstone in July, and I cannot wait
Climb some stuff.
to use this. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So what is the price officially?
I think it's like $8.99.
Dang.
All right.
It is.
Apple Watch Ultra. Territory,
What is?
anyway.
Yeah, a little
$7.99.
cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, enjoying it.
Garmin
so far.
Epics. Who wants to go next? I'm
could
going
go-
last because I
I could
haven't
go
thought
next.
of mine yet.
So mine is the Fujifilm X100S camera. This camera literally came out 10 years ago. It came out in 2013,
I
I believe.
had one of those.
Yeah, I think it's yours. It was wandering
is it-
around the
it's a
studio. It was just hanging out. We were
Is
using
it
it as a prop.
silver and
Oh.
black one?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we lost the charger
one.
for that.
Yeah,
a while
yeah,
ago.
Yeah, I had to get a different charger.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
but yeah, we just had it around, and then I was going on vacation recently to Colombia, and I was like, I'm just gonna like bring this one along because if it breaks, I know it's not that expensive to
It's like
replace because it's a decade
$250
old
or something.
Yeah, on eBay, Ellis just looked it up. The cheapest one we found is $374 with chargers and batteries and everything. So it's like pretty cheap,
Dude.
But
I'm just gonna say, like, so right now the X100V has been super viral on TikTok in the last like 6 months, which is ironic because this came out almost 3 years ago.
well, that's the one I wanted, but it's impossible to
yeah,
get.
just in the last 3 months, this has been going insanely viral. You could buy that camera, the S, for like $130 like 6 months ago.
Yeah, it's
Now
crazy.
it's triple the price.
Because it's a great camera. It's
Yeah.
still so good.
Yeah, they're
like,
all great.
I took it around, walking around Colombia, taking pictures. It was fantastic, and it took great pictures. Like
Yeah.
for a APS-C sensor, I believe, right?
yeah,
It's really clean, and
Is
it's
a
fixed lens.
fixed lens? Is
Yeah.
it prime?
yeah.
Yeah, 23 millimeters.
Okay, that's why I didn't like it.
So it's a 35 millimeter equivalent,
Okay.
which is fantastic.
It's a nice
for just
little
walking
versatile-
around.
yeah.
So I really enjoyed it walking around Colombia and just taking pictures. And like
Nice.
I showed it to my girlfriend. We were out there because I was like taking pictures of her and her family and things like that. And she was looking at the pictures. She's like, I really like this camera. And she's like not a camera person.
That's the best endorsement,
Yeah.
by the way. If someone like isn't really into cameras, but they're just like, I like the pictures
Yeah,
from
like,
it.
it
You're like,
takes
oh,
great
that's a huge.
Yeah.
and it's again 10 years old.
That's why
Like,
the
it's
X100s
crazy.
have been going viral on TikTok recently, because Fujifilm has always had the film simulations
Yeah.
that make the images look like film. And
that's popular right now.
normies are like, wait, I can take a photo and it just looks good straight out of camera. Yeah.
Who do you think? But yeah, that one's mine.
What was the Fujifilm you set up for me when I took to Yosemite?
The X100V.
That was that?
Yeah.
That was really fun. I just also like the form factor of it being nice and light.
Yeah.
And just like being able to take it and throw it in a backpack or around your neck that doesn't like not dragging around an A7 or an R5 and RF lenses.
Yeah.
Like it's so much easier
Yeah.
and more fun to
For
just
travel cameras, the X100 series are awesome.
Yeah.
And you can buy the original one too. It's like, it'll be slower and the autofocus kind of sucks, but like whatever.
Yeah, the
It's like
autofocus
100.
was not great on this, but
Yeah.
I rarely use autofocus
Yeah.
anyway, so it was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's going to be cooler and better than your phone. So yeah, they're fun.
nice.
All right, so I have been really enjoying an app for my iPad called StaffPad. It's really expensive for an app, which makes it a scary purchase. It's $90,
Oh.
and that's before any in-app purchases.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
what?
In-app purchases go anywhere from like $80 to $300.
my
You're really gonna have to sell us on this one.
So like,
Wow.
and what's freaky about it is because it's the app. Like, there's no trials. There's no
Wow.
there's no refunds. Like,
Dang.
you're in it once you're in it. But what StaffPad is it's a music notation software, and it's the anti-music notation software. If anyone has ever used any of these programs before, they are the biggest sufferers of like bloat of any software idiom.
More than Chrome.
Yeah, no, every single one has a completely unusable toolbar because it's just so stuffed with stuff. There's no point. So this is like the exact opposite of that. Like when you open the program, it gives you a blank, non-paginated stave, and you just write with the pencil.
Can you
yeah,
explain what that means?
I really need some explanation on what's
normies.
going on here.
So a traditional music score, for anyone that's ever, Marquez played trombone. Actually, and David played
played a lot of
drums.
music.
And,
I played the
and you
drums
played
in
mu-
middle school,
Okay,
but
okay.
I
So
still have no idea what's happening.
So when you have a sheet
feel
of
it.
music, right, like it's on a page, and then when you're finished reading that page, you flip to the next page. So all of these music notation softwares also operate with pages. Like you write in a page, like a Word document, and the next one is a page. But a lot of music happens outside of music notation now. And when you open a program like Logic or GarageBand or Pro Tools, there's no pages. It's just an endless timeline. And that is the philosophy that this works with. And it was funny. I was talking with Hayato about it, and he was like, when I mentioned that it was paginated, just means in pages as opposed to endless.
Crabinated.
Yeah. he was like, it's funny that that's like one of the last vestiges of skeuomorphism to like leave iOS design is like is pagination. Anyway, so it's this really cool app that prioritizes like handwriting recognition and speed. And if you're trying to like make something that you can take to an orchestra and it's the most beautiful looking score ever, you're probably not going to be able to get it done in this. But if you're on the subway and you have 45 minutes and you have a musical idea in your head, it is unbelievably fun to just like sit there and write music with your hand, like in your own handwriting, hit play, and then hear it played back to you. It's like in the B-roll, there'll be some like examples.
I was gonna say I'm gonna need to see this.
Sounds like magic.
I also
do you want to? I mean, do you want a live demonstration?
a little bit. You were describing it, and I was like, in my head, I was like, it would be so cool, but Ellis would probably think this is stupid if you could write the music and then it would play it. I was like, that would be insane. And then that's what you said.
I want to be able to like hum or sing something to it and then have it like notate it and then also be able to play it.
All right. So I have StaffPad open.
Okay.
I'm going to add an instrument. In this case, why don't we say it is a
harmonica.
Alto sax.
I don't know if I have a harmonica.
Alto sax?
I wouldn't. How? What's the? Yeah.
You just do guitar.
The
Alto
in-app
sax.
purchase for a harmonica.
We have alto sax. So then it opens this endless stave, single stave,
Yeah.
and then I go in and I'll write some stuff.
What are you writing?
I'm going to write a G major scale.
Do you write it directly on the stave?
So I've written 4/8 notes. Right, you can't see. You're so far away.
I can see it.
And then I hit the next bar.
I have good eyes.
And it converts it into real written notes. And then when I hit play, let me make sure my volume's way up. Then when I hit play,
Oh.
there you go.
Magic.
And it can do anything.
But
And
how did you write the notes?
You have to know how to write.
With his Apple Pencil.
with my Apple, I wrote them just as you would
You
write.
just tap.
No, you write like the same way you would write.
You
on a
wrote
normal-
G major scale.
No, I
The
I
musical
wrote-
note for that.
Yeah, I wrote 4/8 notes ascending.
Oh.
It's like how in the text box you can write letters and then it just goes OCR
Yeah.
and just turns
Yeah.
into. It's like that, but for music notes.
Okay.
It's the music note equivalent of Scribble. You know, another thing that I never realized doing this is like there are certain musical symbols, like a quarter note rest, that I just always
know that one.
My
I
favorite.
had just always written it as a squiggle. Like I had
It's
always
like
just
a
gone.
specific shape.
It's a very specific squiggle.
You remember that much from playing trumpet in
Yeah, you had to, 'cause you had
middle
to
school?
read it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, drum didn't have notes of. I guess you did.
Oh.
We did, but rests. Yeah. Anyway.
so if you like music and you're rich like me, buy StaffPad. I like this app because it was actually originally developed for Windows Surface or Microsoft Surface, and then it just functioned so much better on iPad. They're like, this is an iPad app now.
Evergreen.
That's classic.
God.
OCR is optical character recognition. So it's like a super advanced, specific version of OCR. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick.
Damn.
While you guys are talking, I thought of two.
Oh, is one of them OCR? Is that
No,
yours?
no, actually, it could be. So the two I have are one, I just got the Anker 747 charger. It's just like a normal charger. It's a smaller version of a 150 watt charger, like charges a laptop super fast. It has 3 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A. The USB-A is kind of slow, but like whatever. It's just a nice, convenient weight savings for my backpack because I can carry my charger everywhere. And you know that little like rubber thing that we have with suction cups on it?
Yeah, wait, what is that?
Look at this. It's to
Yeah.
Oh
Plug
my
it-
God, that makes so much more sense.
yeah,
It comes with it, right?
It comes with it, and it's to plug it into the wall and to like hold it stably. So if you have like 3 or 4 things plugged into it,
Oh, I threw
or
that
can
part
pull
out.
one
Wait,
out.
Or also like
Can you
in an-
describe the object for the audio folks?
Yeah, it's like a rectangular rubber mount, like a frame basically, and it's got suction cups on one side, and so you use it to frame the charger when it's plugged into the wall, so that when you wiggle a cable out of it, it doesn't pull that out of the wall too.
But also, like, if you're at an airport and it's a outlet that's probably been used 1,000 times, and when it has that like bottom weight on it, if you plug it into a really loose outlet, it'll kind of start falling forward, so that like keeps it in.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. Just wanted to say, if you haven't already, definitely make sure you subscribe. I know we've talked a lot about subscriptions. $12 a month to be verified on Instagram, $9 a month to be verified on Twitter. Soon we will start charging to be subscribed here on Waveform. It'll be around the same price as the heated seats in a BMW, so about $12 a month.
It's the same
so make sure
experience,
it's about as useful to your life, honestly. When you're commuting, you want the heated seats and the podcast going. So before that price goes up, make sure you could subscribe. I think it's free right now.
If you get grandfathered in if you do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge.
I did hear that.
Yeah,
the like button also, free 99.
The like button is free as well.
Yeah.
Wait, free 99?
Free 99.
Oh, wow.
New YouTube CEO, that might change soon, so let's just get it out now while it's free. Get subscribed, hit the like button while you can.
Don't give Neil any ideas.